and hit the spot.
Welcome back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. Today I'm doing my top 10 worst movies of 2024. I did not go out and see a lot of stinkers this year. Joker 2, things like that. Craven, just The Crow. The shit movies I tried to avoid. My therapist said I need to love myself. There's no time for bad movies. Life's so short. So save you some. Obviously, it's all opinion based as well. So if you don't like what I gotta say, there's a comment section. Or if you want to share your list, I'll be happy to read it. So put yours in the comment section if you feel like. But starting off with my number 10, we got Ghostbusters 2 Frozen Empire. This is basic, rinse, wash, repeat, recycled plot lines from other shit. This movie just sucks. The first one, it was cool. It had a little heart to it. Yay! And honestly, they did not need a sequel, but they tried it anyways and it just didn't work. And hopefully we won't see another one because this movie was ass. Number 9, we have Maxine. Maxine was a movie I was really looking forward to, and it just didn't deliver. This Hitchcockian thriller style that Brian De Palma and others brought back in the late 80s and early 90s, I absolutely hate. They're corny, they're cheesy, they just don't work for me. And Ty West bringing that back to the screen, just eye roll the entire time. Not my genre of choice. Is it a bad movie? Probably not. I just really hate the genre. So I really did not like this film.
And that's all I got to say about that.
At my number 7 slot, we have The Front Room. Honestly, it was shock value and not a lot of shock for the value. Cheap, corny, clickbaity movie. Just not a good watch. Did not have fun. Did not enjoy this movie at all. There was probably about 3 minutes in the entire film that I enjoyed. But other than that, just throw this film in the trash can. At my number 7 spot, we have Unfrosted. They tried to make something new and original and different, but it just did not stick the landing at all. This movie was not good. I wanted to like it. Seinfeld's my favorite television show of all time, but it was just hard for me to get into this movie, and having Melissa McCarthy in a movie doesn't help me at all enjoy a movie. So just personal taste and the seriousness and the jokingness just up and down. This film did not have a concise, consistent tone, and it made for a interesting, bad, funny bad movie. If you want to laugh a lot, watch this. It'll probably be pretty bad and an enjoyable time because of how bad it is, I should say. A guilty pleasure-esque movie. Maybe even a cult classic in the future. Just right now, I thought it sucked.
Like a prostitute.
At my number 6 spot, we had The Last Breath. This is probably the most predictable movie on my list. This film is about people going into the sea and sharks, and the tension, the emotion are flatter than white girls' butts in the 1980s. At number 5, we have Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. This film has more plot lines than the Star Wars franchise altogether. The difference is that they didn't put them all in one movie like Beetlejuice did, and all these storylines
Absolutely sucks!
none of them have enough time to really develop. Michael Keaton coming back as Beetlejuice is a shell of his former self. It doesn't have the same energy, the same vibe. This film, not only was it disappointing, I didn't want it really either. So it was one of those things I had to see because I love the first Beetlejuice so much. Because if it's good, then great. I'm ecstatic. I'm super glad it came out. But if it didn't, I didn't have any bones and I didn't have any dogs in the race. I wish someone would have threw this dog a bone and told me not to go see this movie because it is
Hot garbage! Still trash.
Coming in at my number 4 spot, something controversial, and it is Substance. I did not like this movie. This movie was in your face to the point that it was goofy It was corny, it was cringy, and I get that's kind of the point, but it just didn't work for me at all. The topic of it as a message, it works, but the execution of it, just like I said, it's corny, it's cringy, and to sit there and be repeatedly, you're not gonna have a good time in the movie. The acting was good. Again, one good performance does not make a great movie. Demi Moore, excellent job, but the rest of this movie, not good.
That's right, I said it.
Coming in at my number 3 spot, we have drawer number 2, and it's because this movie is stupid. You have a chance to put the person away in jail who is a dirtbag gang banging member for a crime that you committed when you have a wife who's pregnant with your child. That shouldn't be a hard decision, but guilt and all this other stuff is just not really believable to me. I was on the edge of my seat, not in suspense, thinking about, you're a fucking idiot. How could you not just say, hey, this is easy? Open and shut case. Everyone else said guilty, 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 and you're the one asshole who did the crime who said, I don't think he's guilty. Which means you get investigated, and it's hard to root for stupid people. This movie is about a stupid person.
What else?
Coming in at my number 2 spot is The Deliverance, and I don't even know if I'm saying that right. This movie was something everyone was talking about on the internet, and it's because Glenn Close said nappy pussy. And that part was hilarious. It was great. But the rest of the film is basic. It's rinse, wash, repeat, recycle shit we've seen in other movies without the emotion, the acting prowess, and just talent. And in front of the camera, behind the camera, it's just not there. It's a one scene movie, and that one scene is fucking hilarious, which is why it isn't my number 1 worst movie of the year. And that number 1 worst movie of the year is Roadhouse. I absolutely hated this movie. Compared to the first one, this film is, I mean, if it's just a movie by itself, it's not a good movie. It's a basic, run-of-the-mill, loner action movie with a eccentric bad guy in Conor McGregor that people will latch on to. But people actually thought this was a good movie. And those people probably haven't seen the original Roadhouse. Jake Gyllenhaal is a good actor. He got in great shape for this film. But that didn't help his performance any, because the character barely talks. The body language isn't really there. And the moments that lead up to other moments that build the story are just flown by. We gotta get to action because that's what people want. I did enjoy this movie. I thought it was a waste of my time, a waste of film, a waste of money, and a waste of Jake Gyllenhaal's talent. This movie was not good. It was something I will never watch again. There's just
So fucking terrible.
so many reasons why the original Roadhouse is better. And if I want to watch an action movie about a bar, I'm going to watch the original. This one isn't even going to be on my radar. But those are my top 10 worst movies of 2024. Like I said in the beginning, if you want to tell me yours, put them down in the comment section below. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.